KZOOMers. We are KZOOMing from Louisiana.
Bossier City, Louisiana, across the river from Shreveport, northwest corner of the state, and believe it or not, it's where I grew up, right here.
And such an important moment of the first KZOOM of 2024.
Oh, we didn't tell them why we're here.
Yeah, we're here because Rachmel's mom died
last Friday.
And so we went to the funeral yesterday.
Yeah. She was 97, and we were just here December 6th through the 13th and visited her in the memory care unit every day, and I got to say goodbye and tell her I loved her, so I am so comforted by that.
So we were just chanting a hallelujah.
We chanted to her during that.
We
chanted a lot of hallelujahs.
We chanted to her, yeah. And, as the turning of the year, it feels so important to work with our inner state. And I realized that our expectations, which are kind of formed by the past, and where we put our focus really matters. And so sometimes we need each other to remind each other where we can put our focus, because our focus often just gets pulled into kind of places of alarm or trauma because of sort of the negative bias of the brain. And so our spiritual practice is really to take that focus back, to not be held hostage by the past, and to be able to choose where we put our focus, and that will often determine what our state is, and our state will determine the lens through which we see reality.
Oh yeah, that is the lens through which
So-
we perceive everything.
So at this time of the turning of the year, I always feel like it's an opportunity to, to leave something behind, the burdens and the conditionings and the rigid expectations of the past. And we open with surprise and with wonder to enter through this very moment. And so the Hallelujah has really been helping me to do that. That chanting Hallelujah seems to clear something for me and open me in wonder to this present moment.
Mhm.
Oh, Betsy, you unmuted.
I'll remute you.
Oh.
There we go.
But it's good to see you. So I wanted, so practicing together really helps us to keep on track. And the theme of this KZOOM has to do with, I'm calling it self-inquiry. And there is a saying, I couldn't find the quote, but I remembered it from Rumi, who said something like, I looked for God and I found myself. And I looked for myself and I found God.
Mm.
And that juxtaposition of self and God, just feels so profound. But in order to be in the God field, in the space of unity consciousness, of awareness, we often have to go inward and clear out what's in the way, really. Clear out the old conditionings and our reactivity. And so it is a journey to the kind of, to the inner landscape that leads us to the divine, to the experience of God. So the Song of Songs has this wonderful line, which I think for me has sort of formed like a model of a new kind of relationship that we can have with each other. It's something that the lovers in the Song of Songs say to each other. They say Kumi Lach, which is, asking the other to rise up, in order to meet at another level, really. Like we can meet each other in our place of complaint and worry,
Distress.
or distress, or we can meet each other someplace else. So we say rise up, rayati, and in friendship, yafati, and in beauty. And then comes this key phrase that says Kumi-lach, and which is often just translated as "come away, let's go," but literally means go to yourself. It means that as we come together, I am sending you to
Yourself.
I'm really sending you to God within. I'm sending you to go do that self-inquiry. And the way that I think of it as being different than the way that I grew up thinking about relationship, I think of relationship that is like, oh, come here, I want you. But instead we're saying, no, go, I'm sending you, because I have a glimpse, I see who you really are, and I'm sending you to that truth. And it really changes the quality of relationship when we do that. And it changes, like, my definition of a spiritual community. Here are the people who send me to my deepest self. And through those depths, which sometimes there's some challenges there that I need to go through. in order to find who I really am. But I am, oh, you want to get that drum? But I am being sent. So we are sending each other, and we are hearing that call to go.
Go.
To go, to go past just the place of our conditioning to something that is more authentic in ourselves. Kumi Lach, rayati, yafati. Kumi Lach, rayati, yafati. Kumi Lach, rayati, yafati. Kumi Lach, rayati, yafati. Ulehi Lach, 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 Ulehi Lach. Kumi Lach, rayati, yafati. Kumi Lach, rayati, yafati. Kumi Lach, rayati, yafati. Kumi Lach, rayati, yafati. Ulehi Lach, 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 Ulehi Lach. Kumi Lach, rayati, yafati. Kumi Lach, rayati, yafati. Kumi Lach, rayati, yafati. Kumi Lach, rayati, yafati. Ulehi Lach, Ulehi Lach, Ulehi Lach, Ulehi Lach, just look at the Zoom screen and find someone there that you would like to send, and maybe take a look into their eyes and see, get a sense of their soul, of where they're going. And we'll do it once more, and this time sing to that person. Kumi Lach, rayati, yafati. Kumi Lach, rayati, yafati. Kumi Lach, rayati, yafati. Kumi Lach, rayati, yafati. Close your eyes and feel yourself sent. And as you breathe into the heart, just imagine a door opening in the heart and finding there an entranceway to the Holy of Holies within you, to that center place within you that is absolutely pure and connected to Source. And we want to kind of, live from there. To each day, our liturgy gives us a kind of a direction to find that inner, pure soul place inside us, and live from there, and to kind of slough off some of the other kind of layers that of identities, to find what is central inside us. And so these words, oh pure soul, Elohai neshama, my soul, my God, the soul that you have placed in me is absolutely pure. And I want to be able to each day connect with that inner purity, that place that cannot be corrupted, that is always, that is always in the place of joy and wholeness, and never left. And so...
Because it's like Devekut. Children are in Devekut until...
No, it's like all of us. So, oh pure soul, in you I see endless possibility. So that's the place where we are not limited by the forms that we see and that we take. So we'll start with the Hebrew and just see if we can, find in our voice, find in the quality of our expression, we are speaking to that place inside us, awakening that place and saying, this is where I want to live from. There. Elohai neshama shenata bi Torai. Elohai neshama endless possibility. Oh, pure soul, I see endless and finding that place of purity inside you, the place that has never been corrupted, that is still connected to Source. And as you inhabit that space inside you, I just want to remember that everybody has that. Everybody has that place that's buried inside, and it's our job to see it in each other. So I invite you to then, to open your eyes, to again to look around the KZOOM room and see if there's a face there that might be hiding a pure soul that you'd like to chant to. And it's an amazing thing, Zoom, that we can chant to each other and
From all over.
And see that pure soul and open up the possibilities for 2024 that we might have closed down. So pick a face to chant to here. Elohai nishama shanata tabi rahi Elohai nishama shanata tabi and now pick another face.
Elohai nishama shanata
endless possibility.
Elohai nishama
endless possibility. And one more face.
Elohai nishama shanata
endless possibility.
Elohai nishama shanata
endless possibility. Again, close your eyes, bring your attention to the breath, the nishima that connects you to the neshama. And breathing into that pure soul, to that space of infinite possibility, we can just clear away anything that might be blocking any old conditioning that creates expectations. Just leaving it all behind, stepping into this new year clear, clean, open, ready to be surprised. And as you do that self-inquiry, looking in and asking the question oh, what is it that keeps me from being truly in this present moment, being inhabiting this expanded sense of myself? place of possibility. What is it that I need to clear, release? And if there's something that occurs to you that you would like to release, maybe you could, welcome to put it in the chat. For myself, I'm releasing judgment. This is a big one for me. Releasing kind of a comparing mind, releasing doubt. Releasing that being argumentative, victim script, distraction, and childhood survival patterns, grief, past rejection, fear of judgment.
Kind of different kind of release. I'm releasing my mother in her physical form and opening to her in her new body, her new form, spirit body.
Releasing. Distrust, imposter syndrome, focus on the negative, needing approval to proceed.
Get rid of that.
Well, no, we're doing it on the next practice. We're just laying all of this on the altar. Defensiveness, negative past experiences, trauma, not being enough, rejection. So, and it's, what's amazing is some of these things, even though they seem negative, we have kind of an attachment to them, really, because it's familiar, it's what we know, and it's a way of being that we know. And so I wanted to do this next practice as one of release, and it's also from the Song of Songs, and I call it the God window practice, because I imagine that there is a window through which I am, releasing all the things that I'm attached to. Spiritual materialism, Wendy says, and I think about my judgments. It's like hard to sometimes, like, oh, I like those judgments, they're like what I do.
I know they're right.
But, to make room for God, I have to release everything that I'm holding tight onto. And so the chant says Dodi, which, I'm addressing the beloved, in a way saying, take this from me. And then this word Tzafanti is like my, I call it my hidden treasure, right? It's what I am used to, it's what I'm comfortable with, it's what I hold on to as being, kind of defining my reality. And the gesture is to be able to say, Lach, it's yours. I'm giving it to you, God. And I notice sometimes that it's my judgments that make me unhappy, that keep me in a place of, annoyance and irritability. And the moment when I release that judgment, I say to God, here, I'm giving this to you. I can open up to the gift of this moment and not just live inside my head, really. So I am really releasing my thoughts about reality so that I can have reality itself, really. And but those thoughts about reality are sticky sometimes, that like compelling, yes. So this God window practice is really like to lay, see what Cheryl is saying. I read yesterday your parable. Oh, yeah. So just to be able to let everything go in this, with this chant, we're laying everything on the altar, so that we can receive this moment in its fullness. So we with the practice, it's like we turn to God, the mystery, the miracle. It was so powerfully vast, that can take all of this from me. And I say, Dodi, oh my beloved, this Tzafanti, this hidden place in me, it's yours. And I'm going to invite you to have a gesture, to put your hand on your heart, and that every time you say the word Lach, it's yours. Just like let it go. And so we have called up all of those places of our desire for security, affection, and control. our attachment to security, affection, and control. We're going to let them go. Dodi, Tzafanti Lach, 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 Dodi, Tzafanti Tzafanti Lach, Dodi, 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 Tzafanti Lach. Once more. Dodi, Tzafanti Lach, 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 Dodi, Tzafanti Lach. So as you close your eyes and become aware of your inner space, you can notice that there's a space there where something had been released. And you want to invite in God's presence, just this mystery, into that space. And just notice what it feels like to live with a little more inner spaciousness, not cluttered with the past or with our expectations for the future, just a spacious place of possibility. So what I notice when I do this self-inquiry, I notice that I have certain habits of mind that there are certain places of being on in reactivity or being on automatic, and it's possible to wake up in every moment to see that we have a choice, and that the old way of thinking, of feeling, of reacting, that we can, in an Alexander technique, they call it inhibiting.
Yes.
Inhibit
that reaction.
Inhibit that reaction, and just
choose.
So that you can choose something else.
Yes. That's right.
And but it's sort of like you have to wake up. You have to wake up. There's.
That's the trick.
So and also let go of some of the attachments. I was talking to someone today who was saying, like, all the little things in life were just like driving her crazy. She was in a work situation where she kept being so annoyed by everyone, And I said, well, what a great opportunity to practice forgiveness,
A lot.
and to practice self-compassion.
Yeah.
So I said, what if at the moment that you feel annoyed, you put your hand on your heart, and you felt compassion for yourself, for your irritability, and what if that moment of being annoyed with someone was an opportunity to grow a capacity for forgiveness? It's like, oh, this is an interesting curriculum here, being surrounded by annoying people. And realizing that it actually probably doesn't have anything to do with what's out there. It probably has a lot to do with the state that you're in. And that, and you can work with that state.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had this conversation with them, and they kind of dug in their heels. Well, what if I don't want to forgive? Well, that's okay, but it's there's a choice there in that moment. So that's what we want to wake up to, the choice. So this last practice that I want to do, which is called turning, which is really about that choice place, and it's it says it's sort of based on the idea that everything in life either can drain our energy or give us energy. And the turning that we do is when we, it says turn away from evil. The way I interpret that is turn away from that which drains me of energy, that pulls me away from my authentic self, that, that sends me down the rabbit hole. Turn away from that. And va-asai tov, and you turn towards, not only turn towards what's good, but actually do something in the name of that goodness, really.
To do good.
Yeah, to do good, va-asai tov, which means to say something, to do something, to take a step in a different direction than the momentum of your life has been sending you. So turn away from that momentum and make a choice for goodness. And then this last part of it that says Bakeysh, shalom, v-rad-fayhu. So like we are on this mission to seek out wholeness or peace. And not only to look for it, but to go after it, really, to go in that direction. And so, I think of this as like a commandment of self-inquiry, meaning, like, oh, I noticed that I was triggered. now I want to go after it. I want to look and see what is what is triggering me, when I get irritable, when I get annoyed. I want to get curious about that to see what is that all about? Why did I get triggered? That's the self-inquiry. And the Bakeysh shalom is like, I want to seek out peace for the sake of my own wholeness. And there are clues there. I seem to there's some patterns of where I get triggered, or who triggers me, or what triggers me. And I'm going to go on this journey, supported by my community, to go after it, to understand it, to bring compassion to myself, and to do something different. Okay. So do you relate to that? Yeah. And everybody has their own particular patterns of trigger. So let's do this practice as like our New Year practice, in a way, to make a commitment towards this state of awakeness. Shalom v-rad-fayhu, Bakeysh shalom v-rad-fayhu, Bakeysh shalom v-rad-fayhu, Bakeysh shalom v-rad-fayhu. as we breathe into that sense of wholeness, I want to just expand into it. And Rumi says, you aren't just a drop in the ocean. You are the mighty ocean in the drop. So we are expanding into that sense of connection, really. And but we can, so we get to that vastness by going in, finding what's there, clearing what's keeping us small, and we. So I want to thank you for your practice.
Been great being with you.
We needed some practice. We're here in Louisiana, here.
So we
needed some practice.
A little bit of extra light.
Light here.
And love.
And it's so great to see everybody's faces.
Yeah.
And so, and hopefully we'll be home.
We'll be home. So for next week.
Next week.
God willing.
And I can
v-rad-fayhu.
stop there and invite you, go to the website, see what's happening on my schedule, give a little donation in honor of what you have received tonight, and we'll
see you next week.